Hey everyone, Six here. Um, my friend liked the other video so much that he wanted me to make another one on orbital mechanics, or orbital maneuvers as some would call it. Now, what I have here is another simple ship, this time without a pod, and instead we have a small satellite. I got it up here relatively easy, with still a little bit of fuel left over. Now, this RCS was not used at all whatsoever because this inline reaction wheel did pretty much all the work. So if you want to copy this design, you can leave this out just to save yourself a little bit of weight and maybe get even more fuel. I am using the LVT-30 liquid fuel engine as well as these FLT-800 fuel tanks. Pretty much the same design as my first video, just with this adapter and this small decoupler, as well as this satellite, which is comprised of only a small core probe, um, four of these small radial engines, and one really small underneath engine. I also have these 1x6 satellite solar panels all around, just four of them. This comm satellite is basically just for decoration. It doesn't affect the performance at all. It's just there to look cool. I also have this small battery that fits just snugly in there. I have this fuel tank, the external round 8 Tory dial fuel tank, and we're gonna be going to the moon. Minmus is a slightly different challenge. We'll go to there next, and then afterwards, in another video, I will show you how to go to another planet. Leave in the comments below which other planet you would like to go to or see a demonstration of. But for now, I'm going to show you how to get to the two moons around Kerbal. So, for the moon, you would want to position your camera above and look at where the moon is. You want to look at it in a straight line, and then where the moon is. Create about a 45-degree angle. Just about. Then you want to put your maneuver node right at that point. You will then select your prograde and extend it. And as you can see, we get a capture. Now, don't freak out if you don't get a capture on your first time. It happens many times, and it took me a long time before I got the hang of it where I can get the capture on local systems, capture in local systems very quickly. You can adjust it by just leaving your path about close to where you want to go, your other celestial body's path. You can simply just click this inner ring here and move it. Now, don't mind these other icons. I will show you how to use those when we go to Minmus and when we go to other planets. This is retrograde. Use it to burn backwards. Prograde forwards. Probably should have mentioned those in my other video. Let me just readjust this. Alright. Every time you want to move to another body, you want to use as little fuel as possible. I cannot stress that enough. So as soon as you get a first encounter, you probably want to stop there, unless you're going for some kind of special movement or waypoint to the planet or body. I wouldn't suggest using any more fuel than you have to. Alright, let's get jiggy with it. This time warp. our burn. That was only a booster stage back there. It only just got me up to orbit, so it's okay to just ditch it if it runs out of fuel. This is basically what you want to keep, because it's your main body. Alright, let's check our orbital. It's not quite there, so go to your prograde if this happens. Go to your prograde and burn just a little bit more, and there's your encounter. Now we can turn off SAS so we can save power, and then time warp. Then, as soon as you get your encounter to your body or selected body's gravity, go to your nav ball and start moving to your retrograde. Lock that in place with SAS and burn. And there's my orbit. Now, to land on a body, that's a whole different story. And if you haven't noticed, this craft isn't built for landing on something. Anyways, now that I've shown you how to get to another celestial body, we can either go directly from here to Minmus, or we can go back to Kerbal and then go to Minmus. So, I'm going to load up a quick save file and get back to this.